want to go into deeper of the gang stalking false narratives. I'm a targeted individual knowingly, me knowing and being aware of it for about 4 to 5 years. I mean, it really started in 2019. It's like the confusion stage, learning about the program, etc. Now, I've gone over why I'm targeted, and I'm just not tolerating anyone calling me fake. Like, everyone has the right to, newly stumble upon the channel as a new target, be like, oh, well, I'm paranoid, so I think this guy's fake because he knows a little too much. But at the end of the day, man, like, if you really look at my story, the reasons why I'm targeted, which are legitimate reasons, and I always talk about, this is why I bring up Alex Jones and stuff like that. Before I was actually targeted in 2017, and I bring up Matthew North, and you'll see things like that. There's relevancy to what I'm speaking of. I started exposing Alex Jones. This is before Trump became president, or maybe like his first year or so. So there's a movement going on behind the scenes to get Trump as president. And I'm at the park right now, and there's these two old black people like hobbling towards me in the middle of the field. I'm not gonna show you it, but it goes to show you that people that film at the park are fake as fuck, first and foremost. Because I could turn my camera on right now, and there's an old black guy. There's three black people walking. This is the most on foot activity that I've seen. I just pulled up to this park, and you can easily be like, those are gang stalkers. They're gang stalking, because in your fucking head, like these fake targets do, like whether they know they're fake or not, or how foolish they look, like, you can be sitting in an area where people walk up, and in your head, I'm being gang stalked, I'm being gang stalked. And when you see these people enter the environment, you correlate it with those thoughts, and it's just completely wrong. It's a hella coincidence. It's very strange that these three people are walking. This one black lady looks like she's walking to a store or some shit like that. But these two old people, they just sat down. I'll just try to see if I can show you. They're very creepily walking up and being weird. So now I'm not gonna show you that shit. But I'm just trying to tell you, these are gang stalking narratives. That's why I'm bringing this up. This is a narrative. When you sit at the park and you see people acting weird, that they're gang stalking you. Okay? And you brainwash yourself. And this is not to take away, because you have people that copy me. Like, I'll just say it, Bluffy the Narc Slayer. She's one of these little witches that copy me, these like, and they'll just take my talking points and act like they had this great revelation. I've been the one saying, like, the gang stalking narratives are fake. Okay. What the fuck? There's a lot of weird stuff happening at this park right now, but I just pulled up here. Some weird ass fucking shit going on, man. This one lady is she's doing these knee thrusts. She's this fat, looks like Muslim or Hispanic woman, or maybe Hispanic, and she's wearing this like fucking big ass black hoodie, and she's exercising. She's doing these knee thrusts, like all these, like, lunging with her knees, running in place. She's not in very good shape, but just doing very strange exercises at a park. You know what I'm saying? Now she's running towards me. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you go to the park and people do fucking weird shit. Like, the one lady that was walking earlier is looking at the people playing tennis. Like, the people playing tennis aren't gang stalking. They're just fucking regular white people playing tennis. I'm calling them white because I want you to be described. I'll try to see if I can get this person real quick. I just don't like fucking we have these fucking trolls that dox you and try to, like, they spend hours fucking trying to find out who you are and shit. But these things serve as distractions. You see that lady running? See, I'm not making shit up. But these people are acting weird, and they popped up out of the woodwork. But again, is that gang stalking, or did you hear that from Gang Stalking Simulation? These are narratives. These people know that they're influential. You're Bluffy the Narc Slayers, your Gang Stalking Simulations. You know, I there's certain TIs that are like I believe aren't genuine, but you know, I still respect them because they're not foolish. They talk about other shit like New Breed. Um, People claim he's a fake target. I mean, I could see him being targeted. I'll be honest with you, by the government because he's trying to do stuff in Africa. He has land. He's an influential person, so I can see him. Maybe it's not overt gang stalking, but I can see him being targeted. But like, um, these narratives fuck up your mind. They drive you to the mental health system. Okay, there's another target. I don't like really bringing him up. He's more of an expert on it. The mental health, the groups. I'm not stealing from him, but yeah, I'm just confirming his information. That I don't believe like he. I don't know. I don't think he's 100% accurate, but he's more accurate than other fucking all the fakes. Like if you're just a fake TI, you just make anybody look good. Like that's you. You're not doing yourself any favors by being fake. Now the black woman, she's walking back. There's a black woman on the sidewalk, just walk past my car, walk back. Now a fucking truck's coming in here. This seems like fucking gang stalking. I'll be honest with you. There's an abnormal amount of fucking traffic in this parking lot. Okay, I'm familiar with this park. But that's what I'm trying to say. It's a narrative. If you come to the, let's say there's weird shit that happens to the park time to time, which in an algorithm, in a matrix, in a simulation, you're going to see different shit at the park at different times. That's going to make you, because as a human, you assume everything's going to be like yesterday. Like we all do it. You go by the past history. And if anything abnormal happens, your brain is programmed to pick up on it as a survival instinct. So it's not a mental illness. Like you're looking at patterns that are abnormal, that are out the ordinary, but that's how the earth works. It's supposed to be out the ordinary and not the same shit every single fucking time. But our brain goes to the default. It's just like gambling. If you're playing roulette and you made money on black on the last bet, your brain is going to tell you to bet on black again. Like, you know, that's going to be one of the things your brain's going to tell you because it worked. Okay. You might go lean on that, but obviously that's not the case. It's completely random, right? But you can still be right. You can still be right. Um, but it's based on chance. Wow. Now there's a lady walking this way. This lady came out of fucking nowhere too. And these are old people, dude. This lady with the dogs literally hobbled out of nowhere, and all of them are hobbling. It's a weird fucking thing. There's a black guy on the bench. He hobbled up earlier. But it's like, dude, this is an abnormal amount of fucking foot traffic. Abnormal, dude. I can see how people can confuse this. And there's another dog walker, but it's a very nice day. You know what I'm saying? But these people are just showing up in my vision. That's the whole fucking thing. Like they're just popping up out of nowhere, showing up in my vision. And you know, there's a family with their kids playing. They're not gang stalking. They were here before me. This bitch has pit bulls. This fucking old ass lady has fucking pit bulls, dude. This old ass fucking white lady. Hey, are those her dogs? What the fuck? Okay, I guess they are her dogs. But yeah, that was fucking weird. The dogs like ran in front of my car. But I guess maybe she was here before me too. So you can't, that's what I'm saying. Like this is a perfect example of I could literally call all of this gang stalking, but you see how my brain works? I try to pick it apart to be like, all right, this is regular, this is regular, this is regular. These false narrative people, you're Bluffy the Narcstairs, you're gang stalking simulations. Fucking I mean, majority of them are black. And I was talking about this the other day. The only black person that doesn't do fake shit is Broken Matrix TV. Okay. Like I have beef. I don't even have beef with him, you know, but we you know, we fucking go back and forth. But he's the only one that doesn't. I don't think he's right about everything, but he's definitely not exaggerating bullshit, bro. And it's not no mental issue when he's describing his targeting. You know, he's trying to make it seem real, basically. But that's what these people do. Your King Musas, these people that go to parks. And why is it always black TIs? Do you think because black people are, aren't intelligent as the white TIs and they can't figure out that the park isn't a good place to film gang stalking, that you're gonna see random shit, but it is operating like an ecosystem. A park without gang stalking existing operates like an ecosystem. Okay, you got your tennis players, your basketball players. There's a different group. You got your skateboarders. You got your bike riders, your runners, your exercise people. The park is like a living, breathing ecosystem of humans and fucking nature together. So when you see people at a park, that doesn't mean it's gang stalking. That's a completely false fucking narrative. Like it's made to make you look schizophrenic, because if you go, because this is why it's a false narrative, because it encourages you to go to the fucking park when you watch Gang Stalking Simulation King Mansa, to waste your life away to look for gang stalking, confuse regular shit, a regular ecosystem for gang stalking, and to fucking mind fuck you. So I want to go over quickly like advice I would give myself in the beginning. Like I've been uploading some evidence videos from 2022, 2023. I can't believe that I wouldn't say that I've wasted my life. I've certainly have a little bit with the gang stalking, but I pull back and I try to do my own routines and set my own goals. So like I think when I moved out by myself to North Carolina, that it was therapeutic a little bit, not really in the beginning, but to make the gang stalking live streams, to fucking talk about this shit, try to figure things out. Everyone loves a nice mystery. You know what I'm saying? Everyone wants to play detective, likes to like mystery. Learning how to defend myself from fucking these type of attacks. Okay. Because I'm here to tell you, the forefront of the gang stalking is at your house. Okay. We're talking directed energy harassment, neighbors, break-ins, vandalism. That's what the traumatizing stuff is with gang stalking. Okay. Everything else, wow, there's a lot of people showing up at this fucking park right now, man. When will the gang stalking stop? Is what this guy wrote. And I'm gonna tell you. Gang stalking, again, this is what Bluffy the Narcster stole from me but won't give me credit for. See, people steal my shit. Once in a while, I'll come online and someone will say, like, someone that I kind of respect what they have to say about gang stalking will bring up a point that I haven't thought about because I'm so fucking busy. It's not me stealing from them, but it's like something I can correlate to my life, and I haven't thought about it because I have a lot of fucking shit going on as far as when it comes to making this YouTube channel perfect and coming up with new content. Like, dude, this channel is not important to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to impress people with the channel is not important. So someone will say something and it'll like jog my memory and I'll have my own take on it. But I always come on and be like, yeah, I heard this from somewhere else, or, because when you do that too many times and you don't give the person the credit, you are stealing their fucking content. You are stealing their essence and shit like that. You are an NPC. You do it once in a while because you can't think of shit and you're not really interested in talking about gang stalking, and then someone brings something up, it jogs your memory. You're like, damn, I have a great take on this, but I didn't think about it until that person brought it up. And it's a different take, you know, that's different. But when people like don't even give me fucking credit, like that shit does get annoying, you know what I mean? Like, but Bluffy stole this. The thing is, when you stop focusing on gang stalking, it stops. Like, it doesn't completely stop, but it stops. You want to be gang stalked. You want the validation that you made an assumption that the society was after you, and that assumption is true. And based on that alone, you're going to build an entire universe. Like, when I was living in my apartment in 2021, when I first moved out, and this stuff hit me hard, your brain, and again, someone else said this, it does fragment, but I didn't, I couldn't really think of that fucking term. But yeah, it does, because I had to live through the experience and then look back 3-4 years later, and this other person said it, this other content creator, said that your brain fragments, and I had to recall my memory and be like, "Damn, my brain did fragment." You know what I'm saying? It actually did fragment, like MK Ultra style. Like I used to say stuff like that, but I'd never like really put two and two together. You really have to live through this stuff to understand it. But one part is people harassing. Okay, that's the very small instance. There's only so many people that can say. I'm telling you that right now. And these false narratives from Gangstalking Simulation, King Mans to the other black TIs. And there's white people that are saying false shit, but they're not promoting it like perps. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just drug addicts or they're mentally ill. They're not purposely trying to mislead you. These people are purposely trying to mislead you. I've called it out before, the black TI community. It's all nonsense. It's all fiction. It's all fanfare. It's all fucking to just build up your name, build up your little rap career, uh, say that you're harder than everyone else, like your targeting's harder and calling people agents and shit. It's not about um which I feel like this is helping people, but being truthful is helping and doing the truth as best as you can because you're not going to get everything right. Don't put that expectation on yourself. You're not going to get everything right when it comes to gang stalking. You can pretty much guarantee, and I've said this, I coined this. When it comes to gang stalking accusations, you can guarantee you are wrong about something. That is the only guarantee in your gang stalking is that when it comes to some of the accusations, this is the stuff you can guaranteed proof. You are wrong about stuff. You're going to figure it out later, but it's going to be a strong delusion that you're right because you hear confirmation bias from these fake fucking black fucking targets. I'm just calling it what it is. All of the witchcraft people. Now, there's fake white targets. You got your Terry Joel Juniors. You got your King Justice. But these people don't go into the details, okay? They're just YouTubers. They're trying to make money, and they're pieces of shit. Don't get it wrong. They're pieces of shit. But they're not misleading you with false details. They're actually avoiding talking about details because they know they're full of shit. So they'll never, like, King Justice will never go into his gang stalking testimony in detail. I don't care if it's for 1 minute, 1 hour, 30 minutes, because it never fucking happened. He was either confused, went through some very minor gang stalking, and was very confused and thought, because he heard some false narratives online too, it may not be all his fault, okay? But at least he's not, I'm the hardest target, I'm the only one that knows about targeting. He's a grifter. He's using God to grift. His main grift is God, but the targeting makes him valid to talk about God because he went through the targeting. Now he can talk about God because he went through the biblical persecution, the spiritual warfare. Because without that, he's just a guy coming on, reading Bible verses and rapping, and the targeting is like the icing on the cake. You know, and I don't like King Justice, but at least there's a difference between King Justice and King Mansa. And King Manta knows deep down that the shit he's saying is targeting is not. His fake ass, I'm going live. Real TIs, this is what he says, okay? Real TIs have to go live and show their gang stalking live. Otherwise, they're not. It doesn't matter what evidence Matrix Decoded put up. The hundreds of videos of evidence and testimony. I have to go live. Like I could easily at this park walk around this park and point my phone camera at everyone. Look, they're gang stalkers. She's gang stalking. That fat Muslim bitch that I thought was gang stalking isn't. She's out here running now. She's getting it in, dude. She's fucking kind of big, trying to improve her life. That's beautiful. Running kind of fast, running around the basketball court. See, these people don't. Their agenda is not to get paid to follow you. That is what I'm talking about. That is fake. Yeah, a private investigator hires a neighbor, hires a couple people in the beginning to follow you around and shit, and they don't tell them shit, and it's to make you have a mental breakdown. It's mobbing. Yeah, that happens. Of course, that's going to last for about 1 year, 2 years, in my case. Then you get followed. The easiest thing to do is to follow someone with a car and put a license plate in front of them. Okay. And beware, don't let anyone tell my testimony. Okay. Oh, you said that Keck license plate. If you get only TIs get Keck license plates. No, I said I get Keck license plates because it has a meaning to me. Whatever the meaning in your life is what they do to you. That's what the license plate is. That's the purpose of the license plate tactic that everyone's talked about. It has a meaning to your fucking life, and you get spammed with it everywhere you go. And it's beyond the statistics of the DMV giving out that license plate. It transcends beyond the statistics of, oh, well, you live in an area and they gave out this certain abbreviation of license plate in your area, and you're in your area. That's why you see it. No, when you leave your area, you see it as well. Like my license plate here uh is the 666. You know, some of those are normal people, but it'll be like I show a 666 license plate on my YouTube feed, and then I go to the gym, and then within eye shot where my fucking car is parked, there's a 666 perfectly. It's always perfectly in front. I'm never looking for it. It's always strategically parked in eye shot where you can't fucking miss it. It can't be like, oh, I'm looking, and it's to make you seem like you're looking for the CAC and the 666 license plates to gaslight you. So you do get followed, but the on-foot gang stalking, it's more for people that don't have cars, okay, and that freak out about it. And it still doesn't last forever, okay? Now you get the matrix simulation, synchronization, pattern bullshit of like you living in a simulated matrix, and they let you know by fucking, they have no randomness to what you see. It's just completely the same patterns, ridiculous stuff that doesn't happen in the same consecutive order. And I theorize it's the computer saving bandwidth and stuff like that. Leave it in God's hand. Let me tell you something about because you have there's fake Christians and fake people on YouTube that make Christians look bad. Like, yeah, Christians, they're goofy, they're kind of fucking hold on a second. I hate the new setup of StreamYard where you try to post a comment and it's like this little sub screen that shows up. But yeah, they make it look bad, okay? Christians aren't perfect, but like they're the least likely to fucking hurt you. You know, some participate in the gang stalk, but they're the least likely to hurt you in real life. Okay. They're not perfect, but these idiots on YouTube, they're not Christians. They're not going out doing missionary work. They're not giving the shirt off their back. They're not praying for you. They're talking about chosen ones. How they're chosen. They're special. Everyone else sucks. That's why they're targeted. That's why they're persecuted, because they're chosen. And everyone else is a demon terror NPC. That's not Christianity. It's nowhere near it. It's made up. Like, even these Republican Christian people, yeah, they support wars, they suck Israel's dick, but they're usually like, they try to be nice people. They try not to be arrogant because they go to church. They try to at least be normal fucking people. These people on the internet, they're here to make God look fucking foolish. They're devil worship. They're a cult. Like people like Bluffy the Narc Slayer. One day they're worshiping God, the next day they're doing witchcraft and fucking talking about Gaia and the spirit mothers and things. They were never Christians, dude. There's occultists that pretend to be Christians that infiltrate the church because they do fucking demonic spell work magic. And they use the blessings as Christianity as magic. Because let me tell you, like, my life is better. Like right now I'm not doing it. But when you have a connection to God, I'm talking about before you go to bed, you pray in your head, and you don't just ask for shit. You try to fucking improve yourself and fucking humble yourself to God, and then occasionally you'll ask for stuff and like you'll get it. Like let's say you have no car and you pray for a car. Like 6 months down the line, you'll get a car. Like you'll have a way, and a car will appear in a natural, organic way. Like that stuff is real. You know what I'm saying? Like that Christianity, Jesus, God, it's real. It works. The gang stalking is more bearable when you're in tune with God, like it doesn't fucking bother you. So, for example, what I would do is like I was way closer with my family. Like during the gang talking, it's you want to talk about it and shit. But I would stop talking about it and I would focus on having good times with my family and shit when I was with them because I was closer to God. Now that I'm not, I fucking like hate my family and shit. So like it makes you a better fucking person. I don't know what it is, but it helps. Okay. Your gang stalking won't stop. Absolutely not. Not promoting that. But I feel like it gets more bearable, okay, with the religion. And I think they know that, so they infiltrated with these fake Christian perps. People have tarot card decks. Like, this ain't Christianity, dude. It's nowhere near. We're talking about the stuff on YouTube, man. The only thing that's somewhat close to it, like, is gang stalking Dr. De facto. He's somewhat close to a Christian that's not an occultist. And you can tell because he doesn't seem like a bad person. Like, you can listen to his voice. Doesn't mean he's perfect, but you can tell he's at peace, you know? He has certainty in his life. And it's because he believes in God. It helps. But these people online, I mean, think about it. If you are running a gang stalking program and you know Christians can get together and they're going to be the most successful, like a couple of Christians, they'll be praying for each other, send each other money in need. Like, they're more likely to do that within the target Christian community. Help someone with a house, a car. So you want to infiltrate that and make Christians look like scumbag little homeless crackheads that are lying about being Christians, and it makes you never want to go to God. So it is an agenda. But I would tell myself in the past, but again, Bluffy the Narc Slayer stole that shit, dude. And she started working with the police because of Toby Reed, and she got all this fucking power. As soon as she started, because Toby Reed was attacking her channel with and literally stalking and harassing her. As soon as she got buddy with the police, which if that was happening to me, the police wouldn't do shit. They wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't do nothing as a TI. Okay, even if you're a woman, they wouldn't do shit, dog. It's happened to other people. They don't fucking care that you're being trolled and harassed. Tell you to block the person, etc., etc., etc. And I agree that she should have went to the police because that bitch is fucking crazy. She should get a restraining order. I'm not disagreeing with that whatsoever. She was not in the wrong, Bluffy the Narc Slayer whatsoever in that because that bitch is fucking crazy, dude. Toby Reed, I think she was abused as a MK Ultra sex slave. That's literally how women get like that. That is not normal mental illness. She was abused as a fucking. She's like adopted. She was abused and like you forget what happened. So like she has alters. So like she's an MK Ultra. I don't know if she's targeted, but she's an MK Ultra. She says her dad's a Freemason. Like this shit goes on, dude. Her grandfather, her family members are Freemasons. Like, listen to Kathy O'Brien. Her dad was a Freemason lodge. That's a person that was like sex trafficked by the Illuminati and shit that has all these books. Like that stuff is real. It's not common, but it's real. But ever since then, Bluffy the Narc Slayer has gained all this power. She went from Christian to complete witch, and she just acts like it's not witchcraft and gets mad they call it witchcraft, but it is witchcraft. And those type of changes in the TI community, you got to be careful and be aware of that shit. That ain't normal human behavior. Okay, it's just not. And then coincidentally, these people in the TI community not buying it. Like strong religious belief people, chosen one people, that ain't normal in the black community. I've called this out before. I met many black people. If you talk like that around black people, at one time you will get fucked up. Like people will beat you up, bro. Try to fight you, like back in the day. Talking about some chosen ones, Israelites, stuff like, because it's complete nonsense. They wouldn't be in the wrong because it's nonsense. Okay, That's not normal for black people to believe that shit, dude. Like, do black people have flaws in this way or that way? Yeah, but like, come on, bro. This belief system, you only see them in the TI community. But the one narrative, I'm gonna go over the false narrative. The whole park thing, I just showed that up front. All these people are at the park organically. They're not getting paid. And even if they weren't and they were part of your simulation harassment, right? They're not being paid to be here, bro. By you making that accusation and believing it without no evidence, that is category for mental illness. So that's why they set up these traps. King Manta, Gangstalking simulation. I, since the beginning, have never promoted. Now, I've promoted neighbors. I'll be honest with you. You can make confusing accusations and be confused about that. I'll be honest. But I live around multiple hundreds of neighbors, hundreds of people in my community, and I've only accused 2 neighbors of fucking gang stalking, and other people, talking about actual neighbors, like that lived in my building or whatever. Like, and there was things to correlate that it was them, or they at least knew about it, or they knew something. So I'm not sitting here, oh, you saw your neighbor wear a red shirt. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, oh, your neighbor they're in on it. That's what they're doing. Even though I have my testimony, my version of events, you agree or disagree, whatever. I don't go all in and try to convince people, oh, every red shirt. Yeah, when your neighbor come outside, they're doing it. They're part of it. They're being paid by handler. That's the false narrative. Now, this stuff is going on. We don't know what it is. For all we know, it's mind control done on a mass scale where they can like tune in, like, we're going to make this neighbor do this and then test the mind control. And the TI is under mind control, but he's a subject that's going to be a witness to our remote mind control around the subject. See if we can influence people around him. Like, you don't know that. There's no proof of either way. But either way, something is happening. But it's easy to get confused. You just got to know that. And to make false accusations. Yeah, but the only thing you can do as a tip is to forget about gang stalking. Focus on goals, focus on your life. And know that you're wrong about making accusations. You might not be wrong about the whole thing. Continue to look at videos if you want. But the videos are brainwashing you and they're wrong. A lot of the people talking about this are wrong. You're probably wrong. I'm probably wrong. I'm not claiming to be right about a lot of shit, but compared to the TI, weird spiritual cryptic algorithm, like, yeah, I'll be like, I'll guide you to my channel over anyone else's. And that's in a non-biased format, like common sense. Like, you're gonna get entertained here. You're not gonna find a whole bunch of knowledge on the topic of gang stalking here. I'm not claiming that. But as far as my targeted testimony, I'm the expert in it. I know what happened. I have the evidence. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. No one else does. Anyone claiming is a disinformation agent. Anyone claiming anyone else is targeting isn't targeting. Okay? Like, their tactics aren't tactics. And that's what they do for years and years and years. Hey, you want to doubt someone? Fine. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying for years you keep saying, oh, this content creator keeps saying that content creator is fake TI. They're perps. They're disinformation. No one fucking focuses on someone like that. Like, I think Gangstalking Simulation's a fake TI. I think King Mance is a fake TI. I'll just go out and fucking say it. They're faking their evidence. They're grifting. They're getting donations. But I don't see that for years and years and years and years. Okay. And I don't go into specifics. Well, Gangstalking Simulation, his specific tactic right here is fake because and then attack that specific tactic. Oh, when he goes to the park and he sees red shirts, that's fake. That's fake. He's faking that. That doesn't happen in gang stalking. Like, when people go into specifics trying to discredit someone, like, I just think they're being paid to do it. Like, I just think it's part of a task. It's part of a mission. Like, if you think someone's fake, fine. But like when you're trying to discredit and pick them apart, and when they have actual evidence, that's very red alarmish to me. Like when they have actual evidence and you attack their actual evidence that they photographed or filmed, that's an alarm. You know what I'm saying? I can sit here and do that to King Mansell all day, but like, dog, that is not gang. You are just walking and pointing the camera. There is no tactic there. You know, you're just saying that they're fucking in your mouth. Like, I can sit there and do that and make claims like that for years and years and years, but like, what would be the benefit? You know, I think there's certain people that are on here just to discredit other TIs. Like, I'll just be honest with you. Discredit their fucking testimony, make it look fake. That's what it just seems to me. Like, they'll have, and it's not the whole testimony. There's key parts of my testimony that just catches them red-handed. Okay? Maybe it's the Keck license plate. I'm just giving that as an example. And they're like, you have to discredit Keck. You have to discredit this. You have to play it off and do this and that. It's just suspicious to me. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't call me a fake target. They might not like me. They might not think 100% I'm real. They might think I'm an agent or a cop or a perp or something, right? But they just blatantly call me fake. Like, everything I'm saying is fake. There's no truth. There's no correlation to the gangstalking topic. Whether it's evidence talking about it, just seems suspicious. Now, Bluffy, I'll use myself as an example. I just brought up Buffy the Narc Slayer. Why am I calling her fake? I mean, I went over the religious aspect, flip flopping between Jesus Christ Christianity into witchcraft, tarot card, Satanism. Pure and simple. You were always a Satanist. You were always a witch. You were pretending to be a Christian. You know, not that Christians are the good guys in this scenario, but I'm just saying. You're always a witch. Just why do you come on and pretend to be Christian and hold Bible studies and things like that? You know, and then you claim to be a target. The reason why I don't think she's real, I mean, she's shown some one headlights. Her testimony's, you know, pretty on point. She doesn't go into details, but you can't expect any woman to go into fucking details about their fucking gang stalking testimony and seem like a real TI. God forbid they fucking seem like a real target. God forbid, you know. But that's what I'm calling her fake. Like, there's something up with your story. Okay, like this is some type of gig. You being a TI, just like being a Christian was a gig. It's like these online gigs that these people do and these personas and gigs. Well, I'm gonna be a Christian and I'm a tarot card reader and I'm this and I'm that. This shit isn't fucking normal, bro. But I'm not gonna sit here and obsess for years. Like, you won't hear me 2 years from now. Bluffy the Narcissist is fake. Like, I don't know if she's fake. I'm just saying it doesn't seem like she's real to me. But when people put an effort to discredit somebody, like, yeah, you could say I'm discrediting her. I'm giving my opinion. Okay, so you can think she's real. She could be real. I don't know. I'm just giving what I observed. But when you fucking go out your way to discredit someone for years and years and years, man, it's a fucking job. It's a job, dude. Like, there's things that people say all the fucking time that I don't agree with, and I just know it's fucking blatantly false. And I just don't fucking care. They're not getting traction from it. It's not fucking affecting me. But going back to like King Justice, gang stalking simulation. Well, really, I want to focus on gang stalking simulation, King Manson, because they create a whole paranoid universe with this park gang stalking bullshit. Like, when I pulled up to the park, I thought I was being gang stalked because I saw their crap on the internet. That's what I'm talking about. So people hoaxing evidence is probably the most dangerous thing you can do as a disinformation, hoax and gang stalking. That really does kind of piss me off because you think we're stupid. You're gonna get innocent people hurt first and foremost because you're promoting to an internet full of random people that random people are in their lives are gang stalking them if they see them. And all it takes is 1 out of 1,000 people to snap, and that's literally statistics. 1 out of 10,000, 1 out of 5 is gonna go out and kill somebody. And you're doing it for a financial incentive. So targeted Tony, I mean, he was doing the same thing, but I believe there was something there. If he's a real TI, I believe he was filming gang stalking. If he's real, like that's just me. It's not that hard to fucking to go out, showcase it, and make it look like it does look like gang stalking. Did he go overboard? Yeah, but he had legit mental problems. Okay. We're not making him a hero on this broadcast. Like, yeah, he's overall a bad dude. But I'm saying, as far as portraying gang stalking, he put in effort. He tried to put the real gang stalking out there as best as he could, whether he was right or wrong. He wasn't trying to mislead you. I mean, he was showing you patterns. He did have evidence on his fucking channel. He was known as the evidence guy. Okay. He did actually have fucking evidence. If he was real, he was being gang stalked. Okay. If it wasn't a hoaxed. But trying to think of other people here. I mean, the clear fakes like Toby Reed, Night Tiger Jedi. I mean, they're not really deceiving anybody. They just, you can categorize people that are confused, that have mental issues. We went through something in the past, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But not fooling anyone. Like, no one's watching their channel. The thing is, with these people, these false narrative people, they're fooling people, and they know they're doing it. King Mesa, gang stalking simulation. You know what I'm saying? They're not vetting what they're showing. Okay? They're pretty much showing you bullshit. And on another note, if you really, it might be mind control. It could be mind control, right? But these people are actually stalking normal people and claiming they're gang stalkers. So if they're not gang stalkers, you're actually crypto stalking them. You're putting them on the internet, innocent people that don't want to be on the internet, and you're making accusations about them. Again, what if someone is crazy, finds out who that person in your video was, and goes and kills them, or knows who that is and attacks them, or fucking does anything? It's not gonna happen, but it's a possibility. It's pretty much the only possibility. The other possibility is what? People believe you're a TI and then you become famous. Like, that's not gonna happen either. So weird about this TI thing. I'm gonna make a whole nother live stream and end this pretty soon. There's something with this TI thing, coming online and then trying to get fame, where it's part of the, like, dude, this has to do with mind control. Like, gang stalking has to do with mind control. And yes, you are being mind controlled, whether it's most likely through YouTube. I think they're testing brainwashing people through YouTube videos, influence and things like that. But you are being mind controlled by watching these videos. Like, it happened to me. That's why I'm saying that shit. I was able to snap out of it, but before I snapped out of it, they did launch an actual attack. Like, I don't want you guys to get any confusion in what I'm saying. There is an actual gang stalking attack that's launched at you, which is directed energy, vandalism. It's basically home based. Like, dude, you're getting attacked at your house. Dude, that's your only place where you're safe. Because if you're getting attacked in public, but you can go home, you obviously can just go home and avoid gang stalking. You go out at night to go you do your shopping. You find like a Walmart that's open at midnight. Want to go do your shopping at midnight. Wake up early. There's things you can do to avoid. Like not everyone lives outside. The majority of people own a vehicle. They're either in their car, in their house, or at work and building. So these people promoting this on foot and onslaught of gang stalking nonstop, robot, clone army crap, where gang stalkers are popping out of shadows and window cracks and you can't everywhere you look. Like, yeah, there is something going on where you're being pissed off by the system and people are being annoying and they're being influenced to do annoying shit like my family does. And it's in a sequence of events, but it doesn't mean there's a handler and your whole life is under a microscope. Like that part is fake. Like you're being surveilled, monitored, you're being attacked. People are following you, most likely with license plates and cars, because that's the easiest way to follow someone to fuck with them. Not on foot. Okay. Dog walkers. That's another false narrative. I was in Home Goods the other day and I saw a couple with a dog, 2 dogs in there. You know, people are fucking weird with their dogs, dude. It's been like that. They always carry a little fluffy around and shit like that. So, yeah, I was in a Walmart parking lot that was full concrete, and I was walking to work, and a lady came out and pulled her dog out, started walking onto a little patch of grass, like synchronized with me a couple years ago. Like, bro, you're gonna see a dog walking. Like, even if it is gang stalking, this is how you know this is a false narrative. Even if it's a gang stalking, think logistically what that person did. Oh, they grabbed their dog, they ran out their house, they sped traffic to get to you to synchronize with you, or they were waiting dormant because the supercomputer said you were going to be there at 3 p.m. So they got there 4 hours earlier with their dog, sat in a hot car, drank water, and then as soon as you came out, they were paid to walk in front of you. How much were they paid? Fucking $20, $50? Like, come on, bro. Like, you can just, oh, well, they're paying people $1 million to do every time you see someone, they're getting paid $1 million. They're all secret millionaires. Like, come on, bro. You're just making shit up. You're getting people fucking hurt. Like, people have died because people have made gang stalking YouTube videos. Think about that. People have fucking actually left this earth. You are the fucking problem when it comes to that specific topic. Like, if no one ever talked about gang stalking, there'd be like an extra 500 people walking around. Okay. And life isn't that significant. There's billions of people die all the time. I get it, but come on, man. We got to do this the proper way. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, if you're explaining and talking about this, there's an intelligence level, there's a nuance, there's a level of subtlety to speaking on this topic to make sure it's done properly. You don't just go out, look at the stalker, man. Look at it. Everywhere I go. Look. That's another key term that you know these people are false narrative fake TIs. Look. They all do that. Look. What am I looking at? You're flailing your camera around. You're walking around in public flailing your camera. Even if they are gang stalkers, dog, look away. They're not getting in your face like that. They're not talking to you. Go into an environment where there'll be no gang stalkers, aka your fucking house, if it's really that much of an issue. Be in and out of society. Oh, you're going to McDonald's, go back home. These people that look for gang stalking are doing a false narrative. You're looking for it. You're walking around. You're trying to document it for hours a day. Like, it's complete insanity, even if it's happening. It's complete insanity. And I did that. And that was the fucking most detrimental thing to my fucking mental health. And no, I'm not stealing from whoever said this before. That, like, this is through real experience. I walked around filming all the one headlights. And I was saying a bunch of racist shit towards Spanish people, like, because I lived in a big Spanish population area, fucking Central Americans and shit. And I have realized I did an evidence war, and that was the closest I had to a mental breakdown throughout the whole experience, is documenting the fucking evidence. Okay? Because you are getting it, you are documenting something, but everyone fucking, even TI is accurate.